So Tyler Newsome, guys, is from Ohio. He's a big Michigan fan. He lives on like the border of like Ohio and Michigan. So right there in the rival country of the Buckeyes and the Wolverines. And Tyler, he has 4 kids. He's got 4 children. They had their 4th child, Astrid, 2 nights ago on Tuesday night. So he was still able to be on the call today. We were super blessed to have him on. He's the biggest Michigan football fan on the planet, he says. He's been here just over 2 years, and he's officially a market director. He's been a market director, working his way up to hit regional director, and he's been in the Leaders Club every single year. His best personal week in sales is a little over 25,000 NAP. He hit market director in about a year and a half. So he hit it pretty quickly in his career, and every single quarter his business has grown. So that's something you want to be proud of. That's not easy to do. Every quarter that he's been here, his business and his sales just keep growing for him and his team, and that's something that's powerful. So Tyler, he's been on the Vision Team call for a while, so I made sure I kind of hunted him down in Dallas a few weeks ago. I was like, hey man, you're killing it and you're growing like crazy right now, and we got to have you on one of our calls. So Tyler, thank you so much. He's going to talk today, guys, about how to be the ultimate triple threat in this business. This is one of my favorite things. So Tyler, we're going to shift it over to you, my friend.
Sounds good. Thank you, Kyle. And thank you for all of y'all for just being on here, investing in yourselves. A lot of what I'm going to talk about is investing in yourself. And first thing I want to actually clear up, babies, having kids, that's a whole nother story. We actually were doing a home birth, and my wife is one of those all natural freaks. So we're doing a midwife at home, and we gave birth at 11:40 Tuesday night. And midwife didn't make it until about 12:20, 12:25 to our house. So we had a free birth, and so she told me that I can add mid-husbandry to my list of accomplishments on my resume. So I looked right at my wife. I was like, you can't take that title away from me. But it was super cool. And then second thing, last time I was on the call with you guys, I think it was like January, February, you guys had asked me what my Enneagram number was. I didn't know what you guys were talking about. I'm fully bought in this Enneagram thing now. I have every single interviewee do it, and as part of the process now, and I am a 3-wing 4 for all of you guys that asked me last time. So we like to climb career tracks pretty fast being Enneagram 3s. So but I wanted to talk about triple threat today, guys. Being a triple threat is really where you maximize getting the most out of this business. Now, you don't have to be a triple threat to be successful here. You can just go sell and protect families, and you're going to make good money doing it. However, when you are building and growing and creating income streams from also training and recruiting as well, you will get more out of this career. Your future will be brighter. So again, if you just want to go protect families, completely fine. Your future will be bright, but you can make it brighter. And I just wanted to go over some items that I think, in my experience, that are required if you really want to become a top triple threat. Not just a triple threat, because everybody can say, oh, I want to train. Everybody can say, oh, I recruit. But how do you get to be a top triple threat? And the first one is vision. You have to know where you're going. I assume most y'all are down in the Carolinas, somewhere in that area. I was actually born and raised in Southeastern Kentucky, so I kind of feel like you guys are the group that I was supposed to be a part of. Don't tell anybody else that. But if you're plugging in and you're going out to Montana for the first time and you're going to drive there, you probably know where you're going, where you're going to stay, and you probably plug it in the GPS and it tells you each turn along the way. It starts with knowing where you're going and then knowing the steps it takes to get there. And if you don't have a vision for what you want in your life and in this career, you're not going to get anywhere. and spin around in circles to stay in Greenville the rest of your life. So you have to be fully willing in creating your vision on giving up what you are today for what you will become. Because what you are today is not what you're going to stay as. I was at a Michigan football camp back in, of course, it's Michigan football camp, driving up from Kentucky every year in high school. My junior year, Lloyd Carr, if anybody remembers Lloyd Carr, gets up there and he speaks. It was the year that Rich Rodriguez became coach. They had Lloyd come in and speak, and he said, "You never stay the same. You either get better or you get worse. If you don't have a vision, you may be declining. Got to have a vision in place. Got to know where you're going. You got to be willing to give up what you are today for what you will become." Second thing is synergy. I actually named my organization Synergize Financial, and we spell it pretty cool with a Y because that's how we do our kids' names. Quentin's with a YN and Astrid's with a YD now. But also I actually went in there, I was registered my LLC and IZE was taken. So I was like, oh, YZ, and it looked pretty cool. So Synergize Financial, and really our organization is built on the fact that we want to grow together with our clients, our team, our community, and our company to create a better future for all. Synergize really truly just means working together to create a more powerful future. So when you are thinking about being a triple threat and growing a team, you're working together with other people. You're working together with prospects that are making a decision, hey, do I need to leave this restaurant job I've had for 16 years and give it a shot here? You're working together with folks in the field that every single person in their family has went through cancer, and you know they're going to go through it, and you're helping them come to the right decision, picking up a policy. It's working together. When you are paying claims out in your territory, in your area, if you can imagine a year where maybe $500,000 plus gets paid back to the community through what we do, that is working together with your community to create a better future. And one of my favorite parts about this job is that, yeah, we do get to pay directly to people. And when it gets paid to our local folks, where do they go back and spend that money? Right back into local businesses around. So it's a fantastic feeling that we can also build our communities, not just our company, not just the folks that we work with, and not just ourselves. Number 3, work hard. I mean, like really hard. I have yet to ever have an interview in my career. I came from a restaurant background, regional manager. I did a lot of interviews in that area. I can tell you, I've sat down with 15-year-olds looking for a 3-hour-a-night job that tell me, yep, I work really hard. Most of them have no idea what hard work is, but they're just told to say, I work hard. It's part of our culture in America, right? I sit down with people that are 67, that are retired, that are looking to get back into the workforce, and they say, yeah, I work really hard. It's the same thing. Are you actually working hard, though? Or are you just telling yourself you're working hard? Going out and ending the day at 4 and 5 demos is not working hard. You got to be willing to get to 6. And if you really want to be a leader, it's getting to 6 by 2 p.m. and then just knowing everything else on top of that's a bonus. That's working hard. It's telling yourself, I want to grow. Now I'm going to send out 5 career overview videos this week so that I can allow myself to grow. Not working hard looks like, oh, I forgot to recruit. I don't care if you got to write recruit right on your hand or on your forehead so they can ask you, why do you have recruit written on your forehead for? Oh, I'm just reminding myself I got to work hard to build my organization. So do whatever you got to do to put hard work in place, and just know, and most of y'all have been through this, if you're new and it's going to be a shocker to you, I'm sorry, but you're going to have some tough weeks. You have some weeks where you're walking into Thursday, Friday. There's people on this call that don't have a family protected yet this week. And I got to tell you, with my organization with Synergize, nobody protected anybody Monday or Tuesday. And then yesterday it goes boom. And I still got 3 more that are looking for their family. They're working hard though, and these 3 individuals, 6 demos every single day, I know for a fact it's going to pop today or tomorrow, because that's the way that our system works. You always get paid for your hard work, but you got to work hard. Quitting at 2 o'clock every day is not working hard. Taking off when it's, in the springtime, it gets to be March, April, you got your first 85-degree day. Yeah, I'm just going to stay home today. No, that's not working hard. There's gonna be a lot of 85-degree days this summer. Just hold off for it. Next one. I talked about this last time I was on the call: confidence, connection, and conviction. So 3 C's. You have to have these in place if you're going to be a triple threat. Number 1, confidence is belief in yourself. It's the belief that you can go out and protect anybody. You can talk to anybody, anytime, anywhere, bring it. Truly believe in yourself. Connection is the belief that other people need you. Every single day, guys, we have somebody asking us, where were you guys at when ... It's one of those common questions that we get asked in the field. And honestly, it tore me up in the beginning of my career. I was coming home to my wife. I had a day that almost everybody had asked me where I'd been at. 2 years, 3 years, 6 months. And I think I was probably the 6-month mark by then. I came home to my wife, guys, and as a grown man with kids, I was crying. I was shook and I was heartbroken. I said, all these people are asking me where I was at. And my wife said, do you think that's going to stop? It's not. And it hasn't. But she said, you got to realize that now that you are here, you are going to be catching people that aren't going to tell you that 3 years because you didn't wait to come here and create action. And my wife's super smart. I think she'd do better in this career than me, but she's a stay-at-home mom. But connection is the belief that other people need you. When you're sitting in the car and you just got told no 7 times, so what? Some will, some won't. So what? Who cares? You got to get to the next person, because that next person might be the one that's surrounded by ambulances that night in an accident. Hospitals filled with people today that didn't plan on being there yesterday. And the same deal is going to happen tomorrow. Some of those people you can get to, but you can't do it if you don't believe that they need you. And you're sitting at home or sitting on the car or doing the almighty scrolling on Facebook. Conviction. It's the belief that our product matters. People with high conviction rebuttal folks 5 times. You don't take the first no as an answer. And you're also not pushy with it either. We're just helping somebody climb down off the fence without falling and getting hurt and falling down on the wrong side of the fence. We're helping them down. So it's the belief that every single person you talk to starting today is getting it. They already have it. You're just there to explain how it works. And if they're not getting it, oh well. Let me walk you through a series of really great questions to tell you why you need this, because we know every single person needs this. High conviction, guys, it's believing that it doesn't matter if you have 10,000 in your bank account or 10 million in your bank account. You get paid $103,000 on a cancer battle. That means something. It's knowing that person that you walk into might be undergoing cancer in 30 days. I have 2 people that have went through cancer that were diagnosed on day 32. And I can tell you both of them, I happened to just walk into on the spot. If I was just 2 days late, their claim would have been denied because they didn't pass waiting period. God's there to put you in certain situations. And sometimes you're sitting outside that next building, wondering, looking at the business name instead of thinking about the person behind the business, and you're stuck. That person might be the one that's 32 days from now goes into her for her mammogram and finds out she has stage 3 breast cancer. You can entirely change the trajectory of their life. Number 5, lead from the front. When you have a vision, your team will have a vision. When you're working with synergy, your team will work with synergy. When you're working hard, your team will work hard. When you have those 3 C's, your team will have those 3 C's. And when you need to pull off some magic, you'll pull off some magic. Quarter 3, quarter 4 last year were my market director qualification quarters. Quarter 3 was coming down. I was sitting, I knew that I needed $11,300 on the week as a team and 5 submits to hit my first qualification. And for market director, folks, like if you pay attention to that career track, you got to hit these things for 2 quarters straight. So missing this quarter, I put myself 3 months behind, right? So I get out of a school district. I'm down in Barnesville, Ohio, down by West Virginia. And I get out of a school district. It was like 2, 3 o'clock on Friday. And I was still short. I was like, this 11,000, I'm going to go write it myself. I was sitting at 9. And our team also it wasn't having the best week. But when you lead from the front, you take the numbers and you say, I'm going to go do it. And it's no disrespect to anybody around. You're just leading your organization is all. I drive down about 30 minutes south. It's this middle of nowhere, literally, even worse than where I live at now. And I drive down because I saw a nursing home on the map. And I was like, I do well with those. It's Friday. I drive down there. I'm there till 3 a.m. writing policies. And my last agent that I needed to submitted on Saturday. I ended up writing 14,000 myself. We hit the qualifications for market director. And then I was stuck in another Tom Brady situation. Quarter 4 came up. And all of a sudden, I need 24,100 as a team. We have the submits at that point for quarter 4, but I need 24,100 to hit the mark. I wrote 24,300 myself that week. I thought I was training. I had nothing scheduled. I was putting faith in the team. It's like, hey, there's 8 of us. We're all going to submit. We're all going to write at least 3,000, and this is going to be fine. And team did really well that week. I had 24,300 in a town, because I ended up not training, in a town that everybody that I worked a year prior, that everybody told me no in before. I go back to all these businesses that told me no before the last week of the calendar year, or the fiscal year for us, and was able to just, go in with the mindset that I'm here to accomplish a mission. And it just worked out. So we hit market director. Team actually were at 33,000 that week. And it felt amazing. But you got to be willing to lead from the front. When I'm out in the field, I don't let anybody send more career overview videos out than me. Even with my team now, I got John Mallmeister. He's a killer. If anybody's met John, absolutely amazing. It's probably going to be, the guy came in March. He might be the top field recruiter this year if they measured field recruits. He's just bringing in people left and right. But we compete with each other on who's going to be number 1 for Synergize for the week. And as I'm doing interviewing at the market director level, there's 3 different areas that you're focused on. It's selling, training, and recruiting. I'm not selling as much as John, but I'm not going to let him beat me. So it's the friendly competition. And he did give me the last 2 weeks, though. I told him it's because we kept thinking baby is coming. But no, we gave him that. He's doing great. But you got to be able to lead from the front. And that's exactly what John's doing now. That's why he's building a team. That's why at the end of quarter 1 next year, he's going to hit market director. And right on a year of being here. So he's going to be able to do it faster than what I did, which is absolutely incredible. That doesn't happen without a strong leader. And I do consider myself a strong leader. I'm confident in myself. Without having that, John might not have done that. You got to think about the people you're working with. Are you strong for them? Number 6, focus on the mission and the commission will come. Everybody wants to focus on the money. We want to go out and sell policies because we make money. You should be out protecting families because it matters, not selling policies to make money. And growing a team. There are so many people here that want to grow. It's just hoping, I hope Kyle hires somebody in my area and he sticks them with me. Whatever it is. But we don't grow a team to make more money either. If you can go out and write 5 families a week, protect 5 families a week, but you got a team of 10 and they're protecting 5 families a week, how many families a week are you protecting? A heck of a lot more. You protect more with a team. And that is the mission. It is critical. Commission breath smells awful. It stinks. People know. People know when you come in that you're there to sell something, even just by your body tone, your smile. Right? If you're just walking straight in, beeline it because I got to get a sale because I got to pay rent today, it's not going to get you anywhere. If you're taking some time, you're going to know that person. You're just asking all the right questions, doing your demo correct, and you don't care if they say yes or no, because you know at the end they're going to love it anyway, and they're going to at least give you referrals. That's focusing on the mission. And when you do that, the commission will come every single time. Same thing with building a team. You're building a team to give other people the same opportunity that you have here. And right now, there's probably a lot of you folks that have friends and family members that you haven't even talked to about the career that would come in and kill it. So my question to you, if you are that person, or maybe you have somebody that, oh, they're making $200,000 a year, it doesn't matter. We're looking for people that want to make $200,000 a year after they retire in 5 years here. So, but when you reach out to your friends and family, you're giving them an opportunity they can say no to. But if you make it big and 10 years from now, you're sitting on millions, and your brother or your aunt or your cousin or your best friend from 3rd grade asks you, dude, why didn't you tell me about this? It's a hard conversation. Real hard conversation. Number 7, believe in merit. Everything is earned here. Earnings are earned. That's why they call them earnings. Incentive trips are earned. Time with your leader is earned. As leaders, we don't like to spend a whole lot of time with people that go out and work 18 hours a week and only get 8 demos. Go in and work the career. Everything here is earned, and building a team and earning their trust, or getting their trust, is earned as well. And it all starts with going back through the other 6 things I already talked about and adding these other ones on. Number 8, non-negotiable. You have to have non-negotiables that are centered around your goals and based on your vision. If you want to retire in 7 years from now and be bringing home $150K a year, you're getting at least 30 demos a week. So stopping at 4. Your non-negotiable is, I go get 6 demos no matter what. Come hell, high water, typhoon, tornado, doesn't matter. I just go get 6. If your goal is to make it to market director, and you know that our organization typically hires 1 out of every 40 videos sent out, you need 2 a quarter. You need to send 80 videos out in a quarter. So do the math, go figure it out. I'm going to send 5 a week no matter what. Even if I got to go out on Saturday and just walk in the business and say, hey, I'm not here to sell you anything today. I'm actually looking for people that want to come work with me. Do you know anybody around? Do whatever you got to do to make that happen. Number 9, start doing it now. Everybody wants to wait. I'll wait till Monday. I'll wait till the 1st of the year. New Year's resolutions, guys, after January, only 13% of people that set New Year's resolutions are still working on them. The people that start now stay and stick with their goals. And right now is the worst time of the week to start something. We're already halfway through. Ideally, it's actually the best time to start something because you're starting now. It just sounds rough. So if you're going to tell yourself 6 demos, no matter what, moving forward, you're not starting that on Monday. You're starting now. You're starting it today. Recruiting. You're going to start recruiting today. If you're ready to train, let your director or let Kyle know, hey, I want to train somebody. I feel ready. What else do I need to do to show you that I'm ready? Make it happen now. And then number 10, Do not give up. It's not an option. When you came here, giving up's not an option. We know, especially if you've been here even a month, you know, you've seen people come in here and quit week 1. Every career out there, guys, is challenging. Nobody ever said this is going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. We'd all get paid minimum wage. So I kind of like it the way that it is. But you cannot give up. Like I said, every single career out there, from restaurant to being a lawyer, to being a doctor, to picking up trash at the school, there are challenges and there's bad weeks. And sometimes there's bad months. And some people have bad years. But giving up is not an option. You're not going to base your entire career off of 1 week. So don't do it. Learn from it and get better. But giving up is not an option. And, you know, God had Moses walking around the freaking desert, man, trying to free these slaves for 40 years, and the guy didn't give up. 40 years. And we want to give up after a week or two. Sometimes. You know, even myself, and I'm sure Kyle will say the same thing. At some point, we thought about leaving. It does cross people's mind, but we didn't. You don't give up, because to be a top triple threat, you're focused in all areas of the business. And when you go from selling to selling and training, and you go from selling and training to selling, training, and recruiting, it is only going to get tougher. There's going to be more challenges. But you got to be willing to plow through those and just know that there are some goods around the corner when it is rough. And you also got to know that, hey, when things are good, how can I continue it being like this? Because I know that some bads can come and I'm just going to run right over them. So in summary, whatever your next step is in the career, take a close look at it. If it's field director and you need 14 submits and you need to train somebody to standard, even if there's nobody applying in your area with your agency, go out and find somebody then. Just make it happen. So you can train somebody and get promoted. If you're field director going to market director, no, you know, I got to get my submits. I have to have my sales. Devise a plan starting with a vision and just get there. But work hard, put those 3 C's in place, lead from the front, focus on the mission, the commission will come. Believe that everything that you're going to have is going to be earned, and it's going to take hard work. Set non-negotiables and start doing it now. That's what I got for you, Kyle.
Holy smokes. Tyler Newsome, dude, that was awesome. I have so many, probably 3 pages of notes. I'm going to just unpack this real quick. And then if there's any 1 or 2 questions for Tyler, 10 non-negotiables. 1, have that vision, know where you're going, and just know the steps to get there. Number 2, have synergy. That's his team name. And people want to grow with their clients, their team, and just make a better future for their entire community, not just for your business, but also your community as well. Number 3 is work really hard, very hard. Most people think they work hard, but you know, if you're getting 4 or 5 demos a day, that's not working hard. Getting 6 minimally, that's working hard. You're always going to get paid for your hard work, but you must work hard first. Number 4 is have the 3 C's: confidence, connection, and conviction. Confidence, believing in yourself. You can protect anybody, anywhere, anytime, any place. Connection, believing that people really need you. You're always going to get people that you meet too late. So understand that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And conviction, be okay with, you know, going through your rebuttals. Obviously, we're not pushy, but don't take the first no. We're going to help people make the right decision. Number 5 is lead from the front, not from the rear. When you have that vision and you lead from the front, your team follows suit. When you work hard, so does your team. When you need to make things happen, so do you. When you got to write 24,100 a week to earn market director, you wrote 24,300. You put the team on your back, like Tom Brady did for the Wolverines. Number 6, focus on the mission, and the commission will come. I've never heard that. That's awesome. Focusing on just helping people and helping the team, and the commission will come. Not the other way around. Commission breath smells awful. And the next one is believe in merit, where everything is earned here. That's why it's so worth it. You don't want to work with people who work 18 hours a week. That's just not what we signed up for. And number 8 is having your non-negotiable. If you want to retire 7 years from now with 150,000 or more in residual income, whether you work or not. Well, guess what? That's not going to come easy. You must get your 30 demos starting right now. Okay. And if you need to get 40 links to get a hire, well, guess what? You're going to send at least 80 links this quarter to get those 2 direct recruits. And the last 2, number 9 was start doing it right now. The best time to start a habit was yesterday, but if not, start it right now. Don't wait till Monday. It may sound rough, but now is the time. If you haven't gotten your 6 demos in, you're doing it for 3 straight weeks, starting today, non-negotiable. And then the last one, giving up is not an option. Giving up is not an option. Nobody said it was going to be easy. That's why it's so worth it. There's challenges in every single career, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, or you're the local trash guy, but do not base your feelings and your decisions off just 1 week. And the whole analogy of Moses for 40 years and he never gave up. Well, guess what? Here, you don't have to work here for 40 years before things get better, but don't just base everything off 1 or 2 weeks, right? And just making it happen, having a plan, vision. Wow, that was unbelievable, Mr. Tyler. I'm going to leave it open for the audience. If there's any questions for Mr. Newsome. You covered everything. Everything.
I was about to say, I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah. Drop the mic. That was awesome. And I'm going to stop this recording.